Hi, I'm April. I am a singer-songwriter and music teacher, and today I'm going to give you 5 ways to get your song started. So I'm gonna spill some tea. Inspiration is not all that it's cracked up to be. In fact, I'd actually argue that relying on inspiration to write a song or to do any kind of artistic endeavor kind of does the opposite of its intended effect. It often means that we're waiting and waiting and waiting for inspiration and getting nothing done. Whereas if we were to actually go in and just write a song regardless, we might be able to just edit it later and we'd have a much better chance of pumping out really good material. Where should I put my tea?
No, put it on the table.
And without further ado, 5 ways to start writing a song. Number 1 is starting with a main idea. And if you've watched this channel before, I'm sure that you've heard this from me a million times. And it's just because I think it's a really useful place to start writing a song. When I say main idea, I just mean the essence of your song. So you're just taking whatever it is that you are trying to express to your listener, and you're just boiling it down until you get something really short and easy to phrase. Once you have that main idea in mind, it's really easy to just start building out an outline. And once you have an outline, you're able to just flesh out your story completely because you've already got kind of the bare bones of it. I am going to put a link to my outline in the description below, and somewhere up here I'm going to link the video that I did about my outlining process. Number 2, lyrics. Lyrics are a really good place to start when you're trying to write a song, because lyrics are able to kind of give you the meaning of your song right off the bat. You don't have to really wonder, what does this sound like it's about? Because you already have a very concrete answer to that. So what you can do is you can take your lyrics and then start to analyze them as far as the emotion goes. And then from there, you can use your chords and your melody to enhance that feeling. If you happen to be a poet, you already know a lot of the basic concepts that you can start working on when you start writing lyrics. For instance, scansion and alliteration and prosody are all concepts that you can find in both poetry and lyric writing. From there, all you have to do is take those lyrics and start to put them to music. So poetry actually is a really natural entryway into music writing. Number 3, melody. When you start a song with melody, all you have to do is just hum or sing whatever kind of comes to your mind. It's all about improv. So this can be a really natural entryway if you happen to be a musician who plays a specific instrument. If you're used to making up guitar solos, or if you're used to playing the saxophone in a jazz context, you might actually be able to just start making up melodies without really thinking about it too hard. And if you can improvise a melody, chances are you'll be able to pretty easily figure out what harmony can go with that melody. So if I'm singing my song and I go, I've just found a C sharp. And so I know that chords that are going to sound good around that note might be like that C sharp minor, or even an A major. If you want to go really crazy with it, you can hum that note, and then use a chord that doesn't contain that note, and then you're going to get a really interesting sound. And it gives you a really nice opportunity to resolve. From there, you can actually just start building your song around it. You can write your lyrics based on kind of what you feel like that emotional center becomes, and just keep using that intuitive method of melody writing that you've come up with. Number 4 is starting with harmony. So you can either start with a chord progression you really like, as an example, and then just start building your lyrics and melody around that chord progression. Or you can start with a really cool harmonic concept. Like if you really like the idea of a song using a major chord and then going to a minor chord to add emphasis or effect, try to find a way to use that in your song. This is a really great opportunity to start messing around and playing with music theory. You can try writing a song entirely in a mode. I did that and look where I am now. Exactly where I was in that video. You can even just look on the internet and just try to find cool music theory concepts and then work from one of those. Once you have a harmonic idea going, it'll be pretty easy to come up with whatever your emotional center is for your lyrics. And then from there, you get to just kind of make up the story as you see fit. As for coming up with a melody, you can literally just reverse engineer everything I just said in step 3. All you have to do is sing ah, ah, or ah, and it's going to work really well, and you'll be able to have a pretty functional melody. And again, if you want to get fancy with it and sing something that's not in that chord, ah, and then resolve, or not resolve. Number 5 is one of my favorites, actually, which is just to turn on a recording device. So that can be a camera, that can be your voice memos on your phone, it can be whatever you want it to be. But turn on a recording device and just start improvising. If you just want to make stuff up on the piano, cool. Just start making up words to go along with it. Even if everything you come up with just sounds like utter garbage, it probably only sounds like that to you anyway. You'll still have a really great jumping off point, and you'll be able to just kind of go from there and find some sort of little nugget that can help you to spark some inspiration for yourself, and not just wait for the inspiration gods to just show up at your doorstep. So those are my 5 ways to start writing a song. And keep in mind here that there are tons of different ways to start writing a song. This is only a handful, so if I forgot something, feel free to let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And keep in mind that songwriting is such a personalized experience that no 2 people are going to write their songs in exactly the same way. We're all going to have kind of different nuanced versions of the songwriting process. The most important thing is that you experiment with a ton of different ways so that you can really find the way that fits you the best. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, please leave a like, subscribe, ring that little cute bell if you want notifications in your email about when I upload things, and I'll see you next time.